So my daughter just brought me a whole bunch of random cards because I let them play with this tarot deck when I like want to do stuff, like with my own cards. And the message that came out was really interesting. She gave me the first like 4 cards, and then I kind of just went over to the pile of cards that I saw over there, and I said, what else do we need to hear with this message? So let's get into it. You know why you're here. I'm Krystal the Mystic, and this is a collective message. If you resonate with the title, then let's get into it. First, we start off with the 9 of Swords. This was the first card she gave me. She literally gave me this card and then just like walked away. And I'm like, well, that's a little aggressive. The 9 of Swords, you are being dictated by your fears right now. Because the next card she brought over the 8 of Cups sideways. Which is saying that this is a blockage for you. You feel very spiritually disconnected because you can't get past this fear. You might even be having nightmares because of it. And you either have a mother figure, or this is like about somebody that you deeply care for, who's this journey that you've had with them is kind of trying to show you about self-acceptance. And I think through this process, you've had to you've either hurt them, hurt yourself. It just, with the 3 swords here. Caden, can you sit with mommy? Okay. Thank you. Basically, there's more deeper wounds to the situation that might have affected how you two have shown up, because it seems like the reason why you haven't had this scenario come to fruition yet is because if it's a single person you're involved with, this is about like being directly triggered by each other. If this is about like a group or an opportunity, the idea of this thing triggers you so bad that sometimes you put up your own blockages. I don't think I'll be able to get through this reading without my son being here. So I think there's something about these distractions, like you've had distractions, you've had blockages that you have kind of leaned into. You have kind of just accepted the fact that it is and just adapted to your circumstances and just kind of wrote it off as like things are meant to be the way that they're meant to be. But there's a part of you that's feeling very nostalgic, that is feeling very hopeful. And there might be something about this situation that is like a long time coming, or there's been a lot that's been put in, a lot of work that is actually being put into this scenario, even if it doesn't feel like it. Maybe like you're doing your own healing that is making you more, it's like I'm seeing like a cookie cutter, and I know that sounds stupid, but it's like, and now I'm seeing my kid's toy box where it has the shape thing, and it's like you were a star trying to fit into a circle slot, and you have kind of molded yourself into being not what somebody else wanted you to be, but what you have now finally see yourself to be. So maybe you thought you were a circle and now you're a star, and now you're accepting that you're a star and like leaning into that mold a little more. I don't know, it's very strange, but it feels like the work you've put in kind of has brought you to a path that maybe other people are not. You've definitely taken the road less traveled. Or maybe you are now, because you finally are leaning into that uniqueness about yourself, because I think that there is something about your authenticity that's bringing more reciprocation and definitely more fruitful and positive opportunities. And these might even be things that you have already kind of known that were bound for you, but you didn't see the evidence in the physical. your intuition was like trying to point you in a direction, and your ego was like, is this right for me? Now you're going to see that the fruits of your labor are going to be worth it, and you're going to be given more opportunities. If this is with a specific person, it might be. If it's with this feels very general. This feels like it could be like a job opportunity. It feels like it could be like getting into a new friend group. It feels like something's different because you are stepping out of your fears, because there's this like, this is the only other blockage that we have, and it's the Two of Cups, which I find so interesting. But after that is the Three of Pentacles. That's the last card we have of this spread. And to me, it's just, it's like you're connecting with either a certain partner, like whether that's professional, romantic, whatever it may be, that is going to either bring you a new group, a new sense of collaborating that you might have not experienced with other people. Like, you're going to feel a flow around these people. 333 as I say that. So I can't help but think that the more you show people the work that you do, the person that you are proud of now, it does not mean you're shaming the person you were. Let's make that really clear. Being proud of the work that you've done on yourself does not mean that you are ashamed of the person you were in the past. And if you do still feel that way, that might be the part of that fear that you are, like, either you're fearful that that person's still in you, or you're fearful that if people find out about that version of you, that they won't see you in the same way. But I think people will only respect you more. And I think that's what this is trying to show you. Don't push away the people who are trying to aid, trying to help shed light on your work, on your like, there's people in your life who like see you very authentically and very truthfully, and you might be fearful to really show up in those relationships, but I think the more that you do, the more aligned spaces you'll be in, if that makes sense. So please let me know what you think and how this resonates, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.